Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, 2 in St. Mary bar attack succumbed to injuries. The police are reporting that 2 of the 4 men who were shot and injured during a gun attack at a bar in the Dover district of St. Mary have died. The deceased are 40-year-old Damian Melvin of Windsor Castle, Portland, and the 34-year-old Leroy Morand of the community. According to police reports, about 7:10 p.m., Melvin, Miranda, and the 2 other men were outside a bar in Dover district when they were approached by 2 gunmen. The armed men reportedly opened fire, injuring all 4 men before fleeing the scene. The police were alerted and arrived to find the victims with gunshot wounds. The injured men were taken to hospital, where Melvin and Miranda were pronounced dead. 1 man was admitted for treatment, while the 4th man received the treatment and was later released. The police are urging anyone with information to contact them at 876-996-2244, call Crime Stop at 311, or the police 119 emergency number. Judge orders deportation of weeping Haitians. Despite a deportation order being made, it is unclear whether 2 Haitians who appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday, charged with illegal entry, will be sent back to their home country. Daphne Joseph and the Cadestin Willman pleaded guilty to the charge with the assistance of a translator when they appeared before presiding judge Keisha Grant Price. The specifics of the allegations were not provided, but the court was informed that the 2 Haitians arrived in the island by boat on May 17. During Wednesday's court session, the 2 accused were overcome with emotion, shedding tears and pleading with the judge not to send them back to Haiti. When the male defendant was allowed to address the court, he stated that he decided to take the risk of coming to Jamaica in pursuit of a more favorable life due to the current circumstances in Haiti. The investigating officer who was present in court stated that no one has been deported so far and that they will be taken to a facility in Kingston where they will be assessed for asylum on a case-by-case basis. During the sentencing process, Judge Grant Price admonished and discharged the 2 defendants in addition to issuing a deportation order. After delivering the sentence, she explained to the defendants that she was required by law to enforce the deportation order and that matters concerning asylum are a separate process over which she has no authority. It was also stated in court that Joseph's children were taken before the family court and are currently in the custody of the state. I am fine. Pastor who collapsed at policeman's funeral was overcome with grief. Pastor Paul Norman, who collapsed while preaching at Saturday's funeral for Constable Ricardo Fairclough in St. Anne, says he is home and doing well. The service was held at the Ucherius Baptist Church. Norman, a pastor at the Kingdom Lighthouse Apostolic Ministries International, says he was overwhelmed with grief. I was okay until I started to sing the song, What a Day That Will Be, and the overwhelming reality of the loss struck my mind and I lost consciousness. I recovered shortly after. I felt better before I left the church building, he said. He added the Jamaica Constabulary Force medical team said that I was okay, but then suggested that I visit a doctor. The doctor's report stated that I am fine and it's just that I was overcome by a sudden rush of grief. Members of the congregation were visibly worried as the incident brought an abrupt end to the service. Norman started to stumble while delivering his message. He was whisked away by the GCF's medical team for treatment. In the meantime, Norman has remembered Constable Fairclough as an amazing person. He was a kingdom builder. He was attentive to various aspects of the ministry he shared. So many of us have voice notes of encouragement and inspiration and prayers from him. He would call persons who attended Kingdom Lighthouse and pray with them over the phone. He loved to pray and would spend hours in his car, under a cherry tree at the church praying, or inside the tabernacle all by himself praying. Constable Fairclough, 45, was shot dead in St. Anne in April as he assisted a woman who was being robbed. St. Anne videographer charged with rape of teen he met on Instagram. A St. Anne videographer who allegedly assaulted a teenager he met on Instagram has been charged with rape and abduction. He is 26-year-old Shane Thomas from the community of Philadelphia in Brownstown in the parish, according to police statement issued Saturday. The police did not give the specific age of the female. The Brownstown police report that the complainant and Thomas has been communicating via the social media site Instagram since May 15, 2024, and they decided to meet up. At about 1 p.m. on June 4, both the parties met in Brownstown. Thomas allegedly forced the teen to a bridge and had sex with her against her will. He was subsequently charged after being pointed out by the complainant and a statement given. A court date for him is being finalized. Man steals a grandmother's life savings. An elderly woman is reeling from the loss of $1.5 million, a portion of which her grandson stole from her bedroom. I had bad experience with the bank, that's why I keep it in the house, the woman told the senior parish judge, Sancha Burrell, in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday. Charged with housebreaking and larceny is Tremaine Emmanuel, who confessed to stealing almost $500,000 of the missing money from his grandmother's whatnot in the house where he also lived. Well, if your hand gets caught in the cookie jar, you're going to be held accountable for the contents of the cookie jar, the senior judge explained. Madam, I don't think it's safe for you to be keeping so much money at your house. It's dangerous, Burrell added. Attorney at law Saeed Bernard submitted that his client be admitted to bail, adding that he was interested in settling the matter through restorative justice. I don't even know why him thief the money. Me and him don't have no problem. I just want it back, the elderly woman said, expressing a willingness to resolve the matter. But Burrell grew concerned, highlighting that if Emmanuel was granted bail, he would reside with the grandmother. But I don't want him back at the house. He needs to find somewhere else to go, the judge said. The matter was adjourned until July 2 for an alternative address to be provided for Emmanuel. A bail application is to be heard then. He was remanded in custody. Comp charged in porn case. A police officer is currently before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court following allegations that he is a part of a conspiracy to obtain money from a dancehall producer in order not to leak the pornography online. The allegations were shared on Thursday when the cop Dave McLeish, who is also a pastor, appeared before senior parish judge Sancha Burrell with his co-accused J.N. Booth. McLeish and Booth, an architectural student at the University of Technology, Jamaica, are charged on an indictment for conspiracy to defraud, extortion, unlawful use of an electronic device available for the commission of an offense, and the use of computer for malicious communication. It is alleged that on January 14, the complainant received WhatsApp messages demanding US $8,000 in order not to have explicit videos and photos of himself and his girlfriend shared online. On February 1, the complainant was contacted again and informed that the videos were shared on social media. The court heard that sometime during February, the complainant transferred $50,000 to an account associated with McLeish, which was then sent via link platform to Booth's account. An additional $20,000 was sent sometime thereafter to McLeish, but an attempt to transfer the funds to Booth was blocked by the bank. Neither McLeish nor Booth entered a plea when they attended court on Thursday. Haven't we shared enough to know that we don't need to record ourselves? You don't need to know a person you know, they just need to hack into your devices, Burrell reasoned. The matter was adjourned until July 2 for mention. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.